Hello everyone, today with our guest Kirill Volgen. Kirill Volgen is a senior colorist of the TheDBpost, also he a freelance colorist. He located in Dubai, have many interesting commercial projects. He have a great case with Victoria's Secret, McDonald's, Bulgaria, and many different interesting commercial projects. Hi Kirill, how are you? Nice to meet you. Ready to go to see in our podcast.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Let's talk about you. You are a DI colorist. Say us, please, how you become a colorist and how long it was your way to be a colorist, and what experience you have before? What is your background? Where you educate this? Tell us a little bit about you and your project and your work.
I became a colorist. I came in this industry from photography. I was doing photography like almost 16 years. And I started photography as a hobby. So same as color grading and photography, I never thought it will be my main job and I will get any income from it. And I have an education, I have an IT high education, and photography, as I said, it was my hobby. I just started it just because I love it. And color grading, I was found the same. I was just interested in this, and then it was transformed
It's really interesting.
Full time. And now I'm doing like 80% of my work. It's color grading. Like 20%, I still have photography, but it's my all clients for which I'm still doing photography.
Okay,
based on their requests.
Yep. That's really cool and interesting. You say you have a IT education, yeah? And you developer or you programmer, or why you don't work with IT? Why? I understand this photography, it was like a hobby and you switch a bit for color grading, but IT is also interesting, or it's not for you, or you don't work in IT before?
To be honest, it's boring. I was doing administration most of the times. I work with databases and the administration of some internal IT systems, CRM, and so on. And it was boring because when you're a good specialist and you done your job, like daily job, you just have a lot of time and you're just sitting. So this is why I started something new, because it was boring, and then I quit. It's like everyday routine. You're doing the same every day and you're just checking, sometimes updating something. That's it. But in photography, you have everything new every day. You have new people, new locations, everything, environment, and same in color grading. Every day you have new projects, new people, new clients.
But every day you have the same environment, yeah. All day, almost all days are the same dark room. You're sitting on the front of the monitor and doing color grading job. So sometimes for me it's staying a little bit harder, because I'm also was before I was like in photography and I capture something, and so me sometimes just sitting in the dark room and make a grading for projects is not too easy. When you're on Zoom calls with the client, it's much more easy and interesting, But when you're sitting alone, just listening to music and grade something, it's a bit boring. How long you work like professional colorist?
It's almost, no, not almost, it's 2 years plus something. But it's including education. Let's say in total it's
you have a very good
1.5
portfolio
year.
and very good results for like 1.5 years just of working. Where you learn color grading? It was online education or some film schools or something like that?
I studied in color grading DAO.
Yeah.
Same as you, I believe, and so it's a good school, to be honest. I know that many people don't like that school, but to be honest, for me, it was the best. I don't know why they don't like, because of maybe there is some specific, or I don't know, maybe it's because of competition as well,
Maybe,
because
maybe.
many colorists came from there, and many people become a colorist from that school. And to be honest, I really love that school. Instead of reading like Da Vinci manuals and watching English videos from Black Magic Design, I know it's the best option, but it's, to be honest, it's not the best. It's the best when you have native learning program, native language. It was good. I was in that coaching group, which give really good boost. And of course, that background of photography helps me a lot, because I know people who was with me in the first group, in the learning group, not coaching group. From that group, I believe nobody become a colorist. Like I never saw them anymore. From that first group, nobody. I didn't see at all. From the coaching group, few people working as a colorist, but not all.
Okay, for be honest, I know a lot of guys who have finished different online schools, not just a color grading down, different courses. And really, for statistic, I don't know, maybe for 100 people, just two or three decided to be like stay a professional colorist and work with a material of different people. Be honest, it's like very specific job, yeah, and not too many professionals need to be in this industry, but also not too many good professionals already now, because like we see every day, the quantity of the content is growing. Yeah, it's growing each day, growing, and in this time, the quality is going down. It's really important part of the job to finish the project and it's look like nice. You work it now in Dubai, right? Tell us how you reach your first job for color grading. I know the story, but I think the people will be interested to listen that.
I try to shoot the videos as well, not just only photography, and I bought some external light, and I didn't like it, or I didn't use it, so I decided to sell it. And I put it on the site where you can sell or buy used stuff. And one guy, he was interested and he came to buy, and we start talking, and I asked him, what do you do? And of course, he said he's a videographer. And we exchanged with our profile, Instagram, and it was like a couple of years maybe, or yeah, I think more than 2 years, maybe 2 or 3 years. After that, we already followed each other, and I followed him from my colorist page, new page, and he started liking, and he said, "Oh, are you a colorist?" And at that time, he started doing like more serious stuff, like production and commercials. And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Okay, let's collaborate. I have a project coming, and let's work together." And this was first project I go for on the set. It was 2 days shot for one commercial video, and this is why how I start. And then networking was
It's
start
really
working.
interesting story because how offline online marketplaces help people to collaborate and find new projects for color grading. It's really interesting. And after that, some new clients, customers. I understand. Yeah, Dubai. It's not too big. Dubai is like mostly all the United Arab Emirates, it's not too big, and main city here in Dubai. More production collectives already located in Dubai. So I think it's how many colorists in Dubai? You know them, or you don't collaborate with them, or I think it's not a lot, right?
I don't think it's a lot. Yeah, uh, I know a few people who is doing color grading themselves, but in the same time they're DOP. The main job of them is DOP, so they do color grading their stuff themselves. But other colorists who is doing like only color grading, I don't really know. Even if I go for the some events, I saw a few people, but not
Any
many. Like,
post-production houses located in Dubai based on color? No?
yeah, there is a few post productions which I'm working with. Most probably there is post productions, but I'm not sure about them. Maybe I didn't know about them. But I work with a couple of them, and in the same time, it's production and post production in the same office, in the same location.
You have in portfolio really nice jobs like Victoria's Secret, Bulgaria, I think, yeah. Which brands?
There is McDonald's. There is recently I work
Yeah.
with Bourjois. This is cosmetic stuff, and I work with few local brands. I'm not sure if it's local, but it's like Colorists. There is projects for LG, but it doesn't. We didn't post it. What else? There is few names, but they are not in my portfolio. There is few projects which we didn't post and we will not post.
NDA.
So
Yeah,
it's just because of
yeah. Okay.
like company NDA, some, yeah. They just use some works just for internal, like for advertisement. They will for promotions like in Instagram, but they didn't post it inside like their pages.
How after that, when you post good world brands, yeah, how the customers stay communicate with you? I mean, in their eyes, you grow up, and how people try to communicate with you now, compare with the time when you starting, like doing commercial jobs.
Yeah, of course, it's big difference because people feel you're serious. You're doing. They see big brands, and of course, they feel you're serious guy who is doing like who was working with the big brands, and like relations with that clients is absolutely different. So big brands trust you, and so they can trust you as well because this is how it works.
You one of the colorists who also use it like a personal blog, right? You make on your website some personal blog. Also with our post-production house, we post your articles and how it's helped to the clients. I know because you really write helpful articles, yeah, something like about media management, and other articles about your work and how it's helping for clients, or you have some, I don't know, maybe additional score points from this, or maybe clients will be say thank for you. How it works?
To be honest, it helps when you have new clients who also like when I started, it was helpful because we work mostly with the people with the clients who was like on the beginner level or middle level. But already when they on the middle level or when you work with the big brands, they usually work with production post-production houses or agencies. That agencies they already know all pipeline. They don't need that explanation. But sometimes I was working with the clients who don't care about pipeline. It was mess. It was just mess, and I spent like many hours just to do conform, because the editor don't care about the anything. They just throw on you everything, and you should do yourself. Like I know that conform can be done by colorists, but most of the time, like I am getting the projects which already flat conformed and flat and everything. And to be honest, last year I have many projects which was done in DaVinci. From DaVinci, it's a magic. So I recommend to everyone to use DaVinci.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
don't go
it's
to
like
Adobe anymore.
be
Just
honest,
go
I'm
DaVinci.
open Adobe Premiere in this year. Before that, I'm working on Adobe on the start, but never without a color, and I will be a little bit scared. I don't know why, but for me, like it's not so user friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. Aggressive interface. Yeah.
How often you on set? You often on set with DOP, or usually it's you just receive, hey, man, this hard drive, this movie, I need to be done today. Yeah.
Yeah. It's most of the time it's like this. But to be honest, I would love to go for the sets, but I just don't have time, unfortunately. But I would love, when I have time, definitely I will go. I really love to be involved in the shooting process, because it's very important to be on the set. You can be involved, and you can sometimes you can help with shooting, because you already see you can imagine how it will be on the post-production on your side, so you can help even in the costume design, on the set design. You can
Do you
just
have any experience like DAT? You work even like DAT? I heard about this DAT stuff. Yeah, a lot of color grading houses and post-production houses provide a service like DAT. When you're on shooting, it's a good way to reach a new customer, and also like a data transfer. And you create like a hub. Yeah, you have all data. You manage this data. You make backups for people who shoot, and this also like a good way to reach new customers, and also to be involved in process. You making like a two roles, and color grading and DAT. You also can use some LUTs for showing for DOP how it will look after the post production color grading. So it's really helpful. Mostly you work with the commercial projects, right? Mostly these projects are from Arabian world, right? You have any specific with work with these productions and these clients, or maybe some difference? You know, because I have some experience where I work with India, and it was like just a bit different with the skin tones and some specific details, like you know, we not provide usually for Europe. Like the same, it was for Australia, because for Australia some of my clients, a lot of them asking to make a skin tone a bit different. You know, it's look more for us. It's more look yellow, but in Europe it's like more orange. And any specifics and any interesting moments with the work of them or with the Arabian work?
To be honest, it depends on the taste here, but I don't feel like a big difference even between the US, for example, and other countries. But I don't have a lot of experience with other countries. Like I have most of the times I work with local markets, market, and with United States market. So there is not so big difference, and depends on the client as well, because the big production houses they follow usually like that Western market, like US market. So they're trying to follow that trends.
Yeah.
So, and most of the clients they trying to follow that US vision, but and no, there is no specific requirements. Most of the time in commercial you should follow like natural look. Sometimes there is creative projects, but most of the times it's more natural instead of creative. Because in commercials you should have
A clean
look
commercial
and
look. Yeah, like
all the
usually
natural
DOP say,
colors
I want
as it
clear
is.
commercial look. And you open the color with a Pantone, yeah, and you have 150 different skin tones, and you say which gonna suits for you. What you can say for a beginner colorist or people who want to be start as a professional color grading, what you can recommend for them?
The first of all, don't run for the equipment. Don't go for the best equipment. Just start with what you have, and then you'll decide what you need. Because any equipment will not make you a master, even if you drill the walls with the drill, and you will buy most expensive drill. It will not help you like, make a hole in the wall. Yeah. It's related to any field, any job. So equipment will not make you a specialist. So don't try to run for the equipment. Just try to to get more experience first. Just start doing what you can. Just start color grade what you have. Just try to find any material, raw material. Just you can get it from stocks or from friends, or you can text to DOP. Any Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you can find. You can ask guys, just give me
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the test,
In the
and
future.
they might be your clients. Just get more experience as much as you can, and then you will understand what you need exactly.
I hope you like this podcast and information will be useful for you. Kirill, thanks for your time. Thanks for your interview and our podcast, and also to you involved in our podcast. Also, we try to collaborate with you like a company because we are small post-production house, TheDBpost, who trying to grow up and promote our colorist and make interview with different interest DOP, producers, gaffers, and all guys who involved in cinema stuff. So thanks for you. I hope you like it. Subscribe for our channels, turn on notifications, and stay in touch.